go ahead and just get started.
Oh.
Hi! You don't have to be perfect. Okay, so we are back with another video. We don't make videos often, as you can already tell. We have Caden here, which is my handsome.
This is our kid.
Yeah, this is our child. He's 9. I was a young mom. I was a young mom.
He's my nephew.
And soon to be my nephew. Cause you're so cute. Sorry. Okay. So, we thought we would just make a video talking about how we met. Because it's real interesting.
It was a couple years ago. About 3.
You go. Start.
So around 3 years ago, I was working at a vet clinic. I still work there. I've been there about 5 years now. And she came in one day for an interview. I saw her walking around with the manager and all that, and I was like, crap, I don't want her working here because she's too cute and I'm going to stare at her. So because of that, I got real weird around her. So I would make it only work. Well, she got hired on. She started working up front reception. I worked back in the technician area, and I don't know how to work majority of the computers and the faxing stuff. So my excuse to go see her is I would bring paper up there to be faxed. And I'd have her explain it to me over and over once I got the courage to even ask her, hey, how do you fax something?
Yeah, it was funny because he really would come up front and just be like, here, can you fax this? And like, dart out. He would leave, and I'm like, okay.
That's back when I could move fast.
Yeah.
So...
And then once he actually started trying to have a conversation with me, he would actually come up and be like, hey, I don't know how to fax this. And I remember thinking, I was like, he's been here for how long and he doesn't know how to fax? But I'm like, okay, like that's fine. He doesn't work up here. I'll show him. But I thought he was really cute, and so I got nervous. So I remember being like, you click here. Like, I was just really awkward. Yeah.
So we started to have a little connection without telling each other.
Yeah.
We kind of just kept it a secret from each other because neither of us really knew what to say or if the other person would like each other.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't think Ray and I would get along because, 1, my ex-girlfriend worked there at the time, and 2, my country lifestyle, I guess you can call it. People were like, oh, that doesn't really seem to fit. Well, right around the time I started getting the courage to talk to her and ask her out, I ended up breaking my leg. But I was even more terrified of her than I ever was, because now I'm crippled. So as fast as a person can go on crutches, imagine that times 10. I would fly past her in the front. I'd just, hi, and run real quick so she couldn't even respond to me. And, after a while, I finally was like, you know what, I'm going to say something to her. And it just happened to be that she was standing in the little break area on a day where I was managing, and I could hear her talking. She was talking about Valentine's Day. Now, if she had a Valentine partner, she would want pink roses, because it's not the traditional red. So, a couple days later, whenever Valentine's Day came, I brought roses into work for everyone, because I was the only guy there at the time. So I brought everyone a red rose, and there was one pink one, and I gave that to her, and that was like my only way of having the courage to truly ask her out without doing it.
I was shocked.
I was still being a chicken about it.
I was shocked. It was really cute because I didn't see the pink rose. I just saw a bouquet of roses, and I only saw red roses. So I was like, oh, this is nice, and I went to grab myself one because he had like one rose for everyone at our job, and he came out of nowhere from the corner and was like, no, those aren't for you. And in the middle, he pulled out the pink rose, and he was like, this one's for you. And I was like, so cute.
She made that face.
I didn't make the face.
She did the scrunch-up thing she does.
Yeah, it was really cute and sweet, and I remember I snuck my phone and was like texting my best friend Natalie, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's so hot! He gave me a rose." Blah 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 blah. But before that,
Yeah, let's backtrack.
Yeah,
The
we need to
holiday
backtrack
party.
because this one goes on a tangent.
I talk too much when I start talking.
Yes.
I was never here. Didn't even know she was here until about
I
3,
know.
4 months.
I know. Well, so I started working at our vet clinic in August, which was pretty much, or excuse me, July. And I think in August is when he broke his leg. So he was gone for the entire fall, couple months, and then came back sometime between
I came back around November.
November.
It might have been end of October.
And so our work has a annual holiday party, and I remember I was kind of asking around and out loud, like, who's going to this? It would have been my first year going, so I kind of wanted to know, do people actually go to it or not? And so Kevin was saying how he was going to go. So then in my head I was like, well, I'm definitely going because we wear scrubs every day to work, you know. I never would have on makeup hardly, or, you know, hair in a bun. You just basic. So, holiday party came, and I brought my best friend Natalie as my date. And,
And I thought they were dating.
yeah.
I was like, oh, well, there goes my answer.
Yeah, because my best friend is a lesbian. So, he thought we were together. I mean, it was very fitting. I mean, we matched each other and everything. Everyone thought we were dating. And I'm like, no, it's my best friend.
She looked good, too.
Yes.
You did. Wearing that red dress.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled out all the stops, you guys. I had my hair perfect up, this gorgeous little thing.
Oh my God.
So
I had, my makeup on. I had this gorgeous red dress that I went and bought from BB, which is one of my favorite stores for like formal wear, and it was very sexy and but appropriate. And he was in his blues and fully shaven, like he looked so nice. And
all
I guess
this gone. I cut my hair into the old Marine Corps regulations.
Yeah.
I mean, I shined my shoes the best I could. I went and got my uniform tailored because I had gained rank after I was in the inactive Marines versus the active program. I'd already done my 4 active. And I had been promoted since then. I don't know why they promoted me in inactive. Getting too far into it. I ended up spending like $300 in alterations because I was like, I gotta get this quick.
my dress was like $150. This was a work holiday party, so we went kind of crazy. Like, I went to the Mac store and got all new makeup and got, like, I remember I went and got, like, this red lipstick that was $16 alone. I got this BB dress that I think had to be at least $150, close to $200, I think, for a work holiday party. Like, I just wanted him to be like, wow.
I was.
Yeah.
I really was. And I was finally like, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to ask her out simply because of how good she looked. And she was irresistible that night. But when I saw her walk in with her friend Natalie, because at first I was like, oh, I've never seen this girl before. She must just be someone else from a different location, like Decatur or Lilburn. Then I saw them talking, and then I saw them holding drinks together and whispering to each other, and I was like, she kind of looks like she's a lesbian, thinking about Natalie. You know, not trying to prejudge her, but I was like, she looks like she might be a lesbian. And then I was like, they're really close. That's it.
We are.
She's gay. I was like, Veray's gay. I didn't think anything bad about it, but I was like, well, there goes my shot. Like, there's nothing I can do now.
I guess it's funny because looking back, we both have, like, our own individual thoughts. And it's just funny how, like, we were thinking the same thing, but I can honestly say that night at the party, I didn't think he even batted 2 eyes at me.
I stared at her the whole night. It was weird.
I didn't think he noticed me, but I stared at him all night, and I don't think you knew.
I kept trying to find ways to get pictures with her. So I was, like, going up to my friend Star. She's my work wife. Star is the love of my life outside of, or inside of work. So I'm, like, going up to her, like, hey, come take a picture with me. And say you want to take a picture with Veray, too. Like, just trying to find any excuse to get her closer to me.
Yeah, it's funny. Long story short,
It's not
after
short. We're making a long story long.
no,
Exactly.
well, after
Long-
going back to the rose on Valentine's Day, after that we exchanged numbers because I think one day he asked me if I wanted to go mudding with him, and I was like, yeah. So this video is my DNA results. I got them a really long time ago.